All right, folks, let's be real for a sec. Long-haul flights and economy. Um, Not exactly a luxury spa experience, right?
Definitely not.
But you know what? It doesn't have to be like, an endurance test either. I mean,
Sure.
come on. We're diving into some seriously clever tips from a physical therapist who also happens to be like a seasoned traveler.
A perfect combo.
Right. It's like genius.
Yes.
So they've packed this video with advice on, how to not just survive these long flights, but actually arrive feeling good, refreshed and ready to explore.
Exactly. Think of it like this
Yeah.
deep dive, like a cheat sheet for actually upgrading your entire economy flight experience.
Yeah.
We're talking comfort strategies, health hacks, and like all those little extras that make such a difference.
Okay, so let's just kick things off with, comfort, right?
Yeah.
Because honestly, being crammed in economy for hours,
Huh.
it's like nobody's idea of a spa day. The expert in this video really emphasizes loose clothing and layers, and for good reason. Have you ever noticed how the cabin temperature is like so unpredictable?
Oh, absolutely. It's like temperature roulette. 1 minute you're freezing, the next like sweating.
Yeah.
So loose clothing just lets you, adapt. And I think more importantly, it really helps your blood circulation, which
Yeah.
when you're sitting for so long is so important.
Absolutely. And speaking of comfy clothes, but also looking good,
Yeah.
right? They even recommend Vori, specifically their tank tops with like built-in bras.
Yeah.
No fussing with straps on a long flight.
Smart.
Right. And then don't forget the travel pillow and blanket.
Yeah. A comfy travel pillow and blanket can be a game changer. It's not even just about the physical comfort. There's something about like feeling cozy and tucked in that just helps you relax, even in like a cramped airplane seat.
Okay. Time to address the elephant in the airplane cabin, Foot care. It might not be the most glamorous topic, but trust me, your feet will thank you later.
Oh, 100%. Healthy feet are like literally your foundation for an amazing trip.
Right.
Imagine getting to that amazing destination and then you're hobbled by like blisters and swollen ankles. No fun.
No, not at all.
And taking care of your feet during the flight just sets you up for all that, like walking and exploring and standing in lines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, the video brings up this, like, classic traveler's dilemma. Slippers versus, like, smelly feet. We want to be comfy, but also, considerate of our fellow passengers.
For sure. And there's some good solutions out there.
Yeah.
The expert suggests, like, a portable foot massager
Oh.
or soothing foot cream. Just little luxuries that can make, like, a huge difference on a long flight. And you can find links to those in the show notes.
Oh, nice. And remember, buying anything through those links helps support the show.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to something this expert swears by. Compression socks. And it's not just for, grandmas anymore. They even share that they use them even when they're not traveling. Just for, like, everyday comfort.
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong endorsement.
It is. And there's a reason they're great for long flights, because they help improve your circulation and reduce swelling. And that's especially important, when you're like stuck in that cramped space.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about something we all know we should do, but sometimes forget on those, hectic travel days. Hydration.
Yes.
We've all experienced those, like tiny cups of water that they give you on planes. They just don't cut it.
They don't.
And, staying hydrated, it's not just about like quenching your thirst. It's really important for your digestion too.
Yeah, that's key.
Okay, and speaking of digestion, the video gives this seemingly obvious advice. Eat what you normally eat. But why is that so important when you're traveling? It seems counterintuitive, like you're on a trip, you want to try new things.
Right.
But
So
it makes sense when you think about it.
it's all about like minimizing those surprises for your system.
Yeah.
Travel can already disrupt our routines, so keeping your meals similar helps things like run smoothly.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, so it's not just about staying hydrated, though, right?
Right.
The expert also dives into, like, gut health, those probiotics and prebiotics we always hear about.
Yeah, because you know how travel can sometimes leave you feeling a little off?
Oh, yeah.
It's often because, like, our gut bacteria gets thrown out of whack. Probiotics are like the reinforcements. They bring in good bacteria to restore the balance.
Okay.
And prebiotics,
Yeah.
they're the fuel for the good guys already in your gut,
Got it.
like setting your digestive system up for success on your trip.
I like that.
Oh.
And on that note, they also recommend limiting salt intake. Makes a lot of sense when you think about how much sodium is packed into airplane food.
It's true. Airplane food is like notorious for that.
Yeah.
And it can lead to that bloating, uncomfortable feeling. Yeah, so being mindful of your salt intake can really help you avoid that.
Okay, all right. On to everyone's favorite part, snacks. The expert encourages us to pack our own goodies.
Oh,
Macro bars, trail mix, even a little guilty pleasure fun.
love that.
Right.
It's all about options and keeping your energy up. You know, those like little bags of pretzels just don't always do it.
No, not at all. And for anyone prone to motion sickness, they specifically mention ginger chews or ginger ale. Sometimes those bumpy flights can make you feel like a little queasy. Ginger's really good for that.
It's a must-have for any travel first aid kit. Speaking of like feeling good, let's tackle that dreaded jet lag.
Ugh, yes, especially those long international flights. That like groggy, disoriented feeling when you land.
Oh, worst.
Yeah. Are there ways to like actually minimize that?
There are.
Okay, give me the secrets.
Okay, so one of the tips, and this kind of surprised me, was to actually eat when meals are served on the plane, even if it like doesn't match your usual eating schedule.
Really? That seems kind of counterintuitive.
It does.
But I guess it's about syncing up with the new time zone.
Exactly, like giving your body a head start.
Oh, okay. And then what was that other thing about booking flights?
Oh, yeah, if you can, try to book, nighttime flights whenever possible.
That makes sense. You could basically like sleep through most of the flight and arrive at least somewhat rested. But let's be real, sleeping on planes, not always easy,
Definitely not.
even when you're exhausted.
Yeah, those seats weren't exactly designed for a good night's sleep.
No.
But there are definitely ways to like create your own little in-flight sanctuary.
Okay, I'm all ears. What are like must-haves for in-flight sleep?
A good eye mask.
Okay.
And noise-canceling headphones, for sure. Like, those are essential. It's about blocking out that light and those, like, inevitable cabin noises.
Oh my gosh, those are game changers.
Yeah.
It's amazing the difference they make.
I know. It's like creating your own, like, little cocoon of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate, sleep apps.
Yes.
And soothing sounds.
Yeah, apps like Calm or Headspace, like those can be lifesavers on long flights. I've
Yeah.
definitely used those guided meditations to help, just relax and fall asleep.
Yeah, those are great.
Okay, moving on to something that can really make or break your flight experience, especially if you're stuck in economy. Seat selection.
Oh, yeah. Location, location, location.
Right. Choosing the right seat can, like, seriously impact your comfort on a long flight.
Absolutely. So any strategic advice from our expert?
Yeah. So they recommend avoiding, those high traffic areas like the galley or near the bathrooms. And definitely steer clear of the very back of the plane. It tends to be noisier and bumpier.
Right.
If you're a light sleeper, minimizing distractions is key.
Yeah.
Our expert's an aisle seat fan,
Uh-huh.
especially in the middle section. And they got this, like, clever trick. They put their tray table down before they go to sleep.
Oh, smart.
So the flight attendants don't accidentally wake them up during, like, meal service.
I love that. It's like a do not disturb sign.
Right. And then there's this slightly sneaky but kind of brilliant hack they mentioned, putting your seatbelt over your clothes.
What?
So the flight attendants don't have to tap you awake to check if you're buckled in.
Oh, sneaky.
It's all about minimizing those, like, unnecessary wake-ups.
Right. I love it.
Hmm.
Okay, speaking of feeling refreshed, there's nothing worse than, like, feeling grimy after hours on a plane, especially when layovers don't always allow for a proper shower.
Ugh, I know. Tell me about it. It's like, how do you feel human without, a full shower routine?
Right.
So what does our expert recommend?
Biodegradable body wipes. They're, like, super convenient, eco-friendly,
Ooh.
perfect for freshening up without, like, needing a full shower.
We love an eco-conscious travel hack.
Yes.
And of course, a well-stocked hygiene kit is always a good idea.
100%. Face wipes, deodorant, toothbrush, moisturizer. That dry cabin air can be brutal.
Yeah.
Basically anything to help you feel a little more human.
Love it. Oh, and don't forget to wipe down your seat area when you first board. Disinfectant wipes on those high-touch surfaces.
So important. I mean, it's easy to forget, like, how many people have sat in that same seat. Okay, this next tip is, I think, near and dear to our expert's heart, given their, background as a physical therapist, moving around.
It makes sense. You're basically immobile for hours on end on those long flights.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough on your body.
It is. Sitting for that long is not good for anyone. Can lead to stiffness, muscle aches, even circulation problems. So the expert recommends doing, like, Simple stretches in your seat whenever possible. Ankle rolls, leg lifts, gentle neck stretches.
I'm so guilty of, like, forgetting to do this, but I know even those small movements can make a difference.
They really do. And even more importantly, get up and walk the aisle when you can.
Okay, yeah.
Get your blood flowing, stretches you out. Yeah. Just makes you feel less stiff and sluggish.
Okay, and lastly, let's talk about something that often gets overlooked, but it's so important, especially when we're traveling: immune support.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Planes are basically like giant petri dishes.
Right.
And travel can really, like, weaken our immune systems, makes us more susceptible to getting sick.
100%.
Not exactly what you want when you're about to embark on this awesome trip. So how can we proactively support our immune systems while traveling?
Our expert recommends packing things like vitamin C, zinc, elderberry gummies,
Oh, those are good.
and immune-boosting teas. Just give your body that extra bit of defense.
And hey, if you're looking for those immune-boosting goodies, you know where to find them. Links in the show notes, folks. Okay, let's be real. We live in a digital world, and even more so when we're traveling.
Right. So what are the tech essentials that we need for smooth flight?
They really can, like, make or break your, entertainment and, like, productivity on board.
Yeah, totally. So what are the experts' top tech tips?
Okay, number one, fully charged devices are a must.
Oh, yeah.
But even with that, download, like, your favorite movies, podcasts, books, whatever keeps you entertained, just in case the in-flight entertainment system isn't great or the Wi-Fi is unreliable.
Good point.
And for those traveling internationally, like, a portable hotspot can be a lifesaver.
Oh, for sure. I always recommend, a lightweight keyboard for your tablet or phone, especially if you need to do any work on the go. It makes typing so much easier. You can find some great portable keyboards in our show notes, by the way, all carefully curated
Nice.
to make your travel experience even better.
Wow. Okay, so we just went through, like, a ton of amazing tips to make your next long-haul flight in economy so much better.
I know, right?
It's like a masterclass in travel, comfort, and just, like, preparedness.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, with a little planning and the right essentials, you can really transform that whole experience.
Yeah. And remember, it's not just about, like, surviving the flight. It's about arriving, like, refreshed and energized, ready to embrace your whole adventure.
Absolutely. And the best part, even small things can make a huge difference, whether it's, comfy compression socks or a soothing eye mask or just having your favorite snacks on hand. It's all about creating a travel experience that feels good for you.
Yeah, 100%. And don't forget, we've got links to all the products and resources we mentioned down in the show notes. Make sure to check them out. And hey, while you're down there, we want to hear from you.
Yes. What are your go-to travel essentials? The things that make even economy feel a bit more luxurious.
Yeah. Share your tips and tricks in the comments. We can all learn from each other.
Exactly.
Plus, remember, anything you purchase through our affiliate links directly supports this channel and helps us keep bringing you awesome deep dives like this one. So we really appreciate your support. Until next time, happy travels.